Welcome to the new video. Liberty Laser Crypto, the humble 1 cent coin, has long been a fixture in American currency, passed around in daily transactions, dropped into jars, or sometimes lost in couch cushions. But every so often, a penny emerges from obscurity and becomes an object of fascination, obsession, and immense value. In this video, we delve deep into a world of rare coinage to explore one of the most elusive and sought-after treasures in American numismatics. The 1946 1 cent coin, a seemingly ordinary Lincoln wheat penny that, under rare circumstances, can fetch a staggering price. To understand the value of any rare coin, we first need to consider its historical context. The 1946 penny was minted shortly after World War II. America was transitioning from wartime industry back to peacetime production. Copper, which had been in high demand for wartime ammunition, was once again available for civilian use. In 1943, just 3 years prior, the U.S. Mint had issued pennies made from steel coated in zinc to conserve copper for the war effort. These coins had a distinctive silver color and are themselves famous among collectors. But by 1946, the Mint had resumed the production of the standard bronze penny, composed of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. In total, over 1 billion 1 cent coins were minted in 1946 across the 3 major U.S. mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint, lacking a mint mark, produced the largest number by far, nearly 991 million coins. Denver, indicated by a small d under the date on the obverse side, struck around 315 million, and San Francisco, with its S mint mark, produced approximately 198 million. With such large numbers, one would assume that the 1946 penny is too common to be worth more than face value. And in most cases, that's absolutely correct. However, coin collecting, or numismatics, isn't just about scarcity and quantity. It's about rarity and condition, minting anomalies and historical significance. The vast majority of 1946 pennies were spent handled and circulated. Today, most examples show signs of wear, tarnishing, and corrosion, but a small number, a very small number, survived in nearly pristine condition. These are known as mint state coins, and they command high prices in the collector's market. Even more valuable than standard mint state coins are those graded at the highest levels by professional grading services, such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. On the grading scale, which goes from 1 to 70, a coin rated MS67 or MS68 is considered exceptionally rare for its age and type. For the 1946 penny, examples graded MS67 plus red, indicating brilliant, untuned copper color, have fetched thousands of dollars at auction. One particular 1946 D penny, graded MS67 plus red by PCGS, sold for more than $14,000 in a heritage auction sale. That's right, a single 1 cent coin sold for over $14,000. But what makes a penny worth that kind of money? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, eye appeal, and collector demand. When a coin is submitted to a grading service, it's examined under high magnification and assigned numerical grade based on luster, strike, surface preservation, and overall appearance. A high-grade example of common coin can be exponentially more valuable than a lower-grade version of a rarer one. In the case of the 1946 penny, nearly all surviving examples are in circulated, worn condition. Only a minuscule number of coins exist in flawless, gem mint state, and that's where the value lies. Another factor that increases a coin's value is the presence of mint errors. These are coins that were struck improperly due to mechanical or human error during the minting process. Some 1946 pennies exhibit fascinating errors that collectors actively seek. Double die obverse, off-center strikes, repunch mint marks, and die cracks are among the most desirable. A double die obverse means the coin's image was struck twice, resulting in visible doubling of the lettering or design. These types of errors, when found on 1946 pennies, can dramatically increase their market value. Perhaps the most intriguing example is the 1946 S/D mint mark error. This happens when a coin is struck using a die that had originally been intended for one mint but was later repurposed for another. In this case, a Denver mint mark D was punched over by an S, creating a hybrid mint mark visible under magnification. This variety is rare and highly prized. Coins like this are not only beautiful oddities, but they also tell a story, a glimpse into the human process behind the minting machines. Provenance also plays a role in a coin's value. Coins with documented history, especially those from well-known collections, often fetch higher prices. If a 1946 penny comes with a pedigree linking it to a famous numismatist or collection, collectors are willing to pay a premium for the privilege of owning a piece of numismatic history. Let's not forget that market demand can change rapidly. Coin values fluctuate over time based on collector interest, the economy, and newly discovered specimens. For instance, if a fresh hoard of high-grade 1946 pennies were suddenly discovered, the value of existing examples might decrease due to increased supply. But as it stands today, high-grade and era 1946 pennies remain in extremely limited supply and are eagerly snapped up when they appear on the market. Now, if you're wondering whether you might have a fortune sitting in your coin jar, it's not entirely impossible, though it is unlikely. To begin assessing your 1946 penny, start by checking the mint mark. A 1946 D or 1946 S coin in average circulated condition is generally worth between 5 and 50 cents. However, if your coin is bright red in color, shows no signs of wear, and was carefully stored since the day it was minted, you could have something much more valuable. If you believe you have a high-grade or error coin, it's worth submitting it to a grading service. Yes, it does cost money to get your coin graded, usually between $30 and $60, but for potential return, it could be a wise investment. Many collectors begin their journey simply by searching through pocket change or inherited coin jars. And while the odds of finding a five-figure penny are slim, the joy of the hunt, the education gained, and the connection to American history are invaluable. The story of a 1946 penny is just one example of how everyday objects can become windows into the past and treasures of the present. So, how do you store a valuable penny once you've found one? Proper storage is key to preserving condition. Coins should be kept in acid-free holders, such as 2x2 cardboard flips or hard plastic capsules, and stored in a cool, dry place. Avoid touching the coin surfaces with your bare fingers, as the oils and moisture in your skin can cause permanent damage. If you're serious about coin collecting, investing in a loupe, a small magnifying glass, gloves, and a storage album is a great idea. In closing, the 1946 1-cent coin is a powerful reminder that even the smallest denomination can hold extraordinary value. From historical context and minting intricacies to grading precision and collector passion, this humble penny embodies a rich world of discovery. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious beginner, the next time you pick up a penny from 1946, take a closer look. You might just be holding a small piece of American history, and perhaps a small fortune. T.